Welcome to our virtual open event. We're going to show you our fantastic college and you'll meet some of our fellow students who will take you through course options and the facilities here at Telford College. We are currently under COVID measures. The college are managing the situation well and we are following safety guidelines. On an apprenticeship, you're employed to do a real job while studying for a formal qualification, usually attending 1 day a week at college. 80% of your time is work-based and 20% is study-based. By the end of your apprenticeship, you'll have gained the knowledge, skills and behaviours needed to either succeed in your chosen career or progress onto the next apprenticeship level. What you'll learn depends on the role that you're training for. However, apprentices follow an improved study programme, which means you'll gain a nationally recognised qualification at the end of your apprenticeship. You will have a mentor supporting and training you in the workplace to ensure you have the exposure you need to develop and learn. You'll also be consistently developing your transferable skills, otherwise known as soft skills, which are highly valued by employers. These include communication, teamwork and problem solving, as well as knowledge of IT and the application of numbers. Telford College work with over 700 local and national companies and have a specialised recruitment team to help as many people as possible to start the career of their dreams. Vocational courses are designed to help you learn in a practical way about a specific job area. They can help you get the skills you need to start a job, progress in a career or go into higher education. If you know what job or job sector you want to go into, you may want to study a vocational qualification. Vocational subjects are general qualifications that develop practical skills and knowledge related to a broad job area such as business, engineering, IT and health and social care. Here at Telford College, there are opportunities in a variety of vocational subject areas. You'll have access to industry standard facilities, expert teaching and a campus lifestyle that feels like university. Telford College is a perfect stepping stone to progress into your career, apprenticeship or onto university. You'll be supported by your personal tutor and get all the advice and help you need whilst at Telford College. The friendly atmosphere will help you settle in and make new friends from day one. You are treated like an adult and you'll feel your confidence grow as you progress through your course. Apply now to reserve your place for next September at telfordcollege.ac.uk/apply.
Right, well, we're here to talk about creative and music now at Telford College. I'm joined by Andy Turner, who's the head of everything, aren't you? Just
head of everything creative,
the full range of what creative and music covers now.
Yeah, we've got courses at level 2 and at level 3 in our area in art and design, creative media and music production. So students can come to us and at level 3 they study for 2 years, achieve a qualification that is equivalent to 3 A-levels and prepares them really well for employment or university. Can come to us at level 2 if they need to work to achieve their English and maths alongside and then can progress on to level 3. We've had lots of students who've done that route and some who've gone off to university and then gone off and done their masters at the end of it as well.
So how important is it for them to know before they come which particular specialism they're interested in?
Well, for us, what makes us unique here at Telford College is that students can specialise in one creative industry. So they can come to us and say, I want to specialise in art and design, I want to specialise in creative media, or I want to specialise in music. But within that, we ensure that they develop skills in every sort of area of that industry. So they're well informed when it comes to their own specialism within that industry, because students don't know what they don't know, and we make sure that they can experience and learn everything to do with that industry, and then as they develop through their course, they start to specialise in the areas that really interest them and the things that they've developed those industry skills in, which prepares them for employment or going on to university, because at higher education often those courses are more specialised and more narrow, so we can kind of lead as the workforce is, we try and lead them in that route.
And talk a bit about some of the facilities you've got here, because there's been a lot of investment in the last year or so.
Yes, there has. It's actually, it goes further back than really the last year or so. So really, even in the last few months, we've been doing some investment in creative media. So we now have our own green screen studio. In music, we have a bespoke centre that we built in 2018-19, which is an amazing facility, and I'm sure everyone who's watching this will be able to see that through our virtual tour and our pictures. And then in art and design, we have the Creative Hub, which is an amazing space for art students to come. It's very open. There's incredible facilities, specialist areas such as print rooms, fashion and textiles rooms, graphic design suites as well. Our facilities really are much closer to that of a university than they are to that of a sixth form or a school, because they are so specialist. We have 200 students that come and study creative studies at the moment and music. So we have to have good facilities. We have to make sure that they have got everything that they need for their courses.
And what about the broad range of expertise and experience of some of the tutors in the department then? Because they'll have been there and done quite a wide range of different jobs in their time. Yeah,
we've got really highly skilled and supportive staff within our area. So quite a few of the staff in our area are continuing whilst they teach to work in the industries that they're teaching in. So we have music staff who are running recording studios and can bring that experience and that understanding of what they're doing in the industry at the moment, fresh into the classroom. We have art and design staff who continue to practice art and design outside of their lecturing and are constantly updating their skills and what they're able to do and what they can then bring into the classroom as well. And same in creative media, we've had some brilliant partnerships that I'm sure we'll talk about as well. So staff have been doing stuff with the BBC, and it's been really, really good.
And that's actually being able to work on live, real projects.
Yeah,
gives you that extra level, doesn't it? Just it's the cherry on top of the cake, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's another thing that really makes us stand out here, is that students across creative and music will work on live projects. So that's where we've got industry partners or just a short-term project that comes in externally, and the students will respond to that brief. So we've done that within art and design in partnership with the National Trust and also with the NHS, which has been brilliant. We've done things in creative media with the BBC and with ITV, and we've had students going into the BBC studios, filming their live music performances, editing the video back on campus, sending it back to the BBC, and the BBC then broadcasting it on their own channels, which is amazing for the students to be able to get the qualification with us, but also have a CV that says I've done work for the BBC by the time they're 18, and they're looking at what they want to do next. And it's the same for music as well. The BBC link has been brilliant for music and for media. So those students have been developing live sound skills, have gone to the BBC studios and broadcast the live performances on the radio. And then we've got the BBC guys coming in, talking about careers in the industry and giving that real insight to our students as well.
But it says a lot, doesn't it, for the quality of the students that you're producing here,
yeah,
that these organisations feel that you can add value to them.
100%, yeah. The BBC were really happy with the work our students produced from creative media. The National Trust and the NHS projects that we ran in art and design were brilliant. We also hosted an art competition for the whole region here, and our students entered that, and it was an art calendar, and some of them got some of their work into the final calendar. In music, our students go out and perform at local venues. So Albert Shed and Southwater, for example, is we've been working closely with them, but other venues in the area our students have performed in. And music students, they compose and write their own songs as part of the course. They send it off to BBC, and it gets played on the radio as well. So we've had, I think last academic year, we had about 4 or 5 students who, while studying with us, were having their music played on BBC Radio as well.
Fabulous. So what kind of student, what kind of person, what kind of personality is best suited to courses in creative and music? And what do they need to, is there a list of things they need to tick off?
Yeah, I think we take students who, you might not know exactly what you want to do within that industry, but you've got a passion for art and design, for creative media or for music. That's really key. I think the ability to think creatively, and we really pride ourselves in the quality of the original work that our students produce, whether that's artwork or video production or in music. And students develop that creativity when they're with us, but to come with that initial creative thinking is really, really beneficial to our students. And then hard work, there's no getting away from it. Just because they are creative industries doesn't mean you have to work any less hard than you would in any academic subject. And if anything, you have to work harder, because there's quite often the work experience and the stuff that people do, the students do outside of the lessons as well. And any of the guest speakers we get in always say the same thing. It's talent's important, but hard work is as important, if not more so, within the creative industry. So that's probably the key skills, really.
Absolutely. Well, Andy, thank you very much for your time. I think it's high time we now heard from some of the students themselves.
As a student at Telford College, I've learned a lot after enrolling onto the media course. I've learned how to shoot and prepare a film production, and I feel like I've excelled so much just within 1 year. So the most recent production that I did was a music video, and I feel like I used a lot of the skills that I learned from the previous year on my level 2 course, and I implemented that knowledge into this first production of my level 3 year. I constantly improve on my technical skills, my organisation skills, and in general just I feel much more prepared for the professional situation in a professional career.
I do creative level 3 media, and I think I'm really enjoying it because of the amount of things we do in such short time. So for example, we're doing graphics, audio and film all at once. Right now I'm currently working on an advert for a TV channel I made up, so there's a lot of creative freedom. I want to become a graphic designer, so there's a lot of different things that we're currently learning about graphic design. Logo design. In level 2 I did a magazine. That was really fun because we designed not only the front cover but the whole of the magazine, which I found really fun.
I enjoy seeing different varieties of skills and topics and subjects that we actually learn in art. I enjoy all the different medias that we use, what's available to use, and the materials, and you get to see so many other people's ideas and representations of the one subject we're all learning.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's really good here. It's a very in-depth, wide range of tools and materials that we get to use. And personally, this course will help me in the future because it will help a lot with the title that I want to be able to get from university. I want to be an art therapist, and so obviously art plays a big deal into that.
The tutor's advice have really helped me, helping us to realise what our interests are, and also it's really helpful when they talk about art careers as well. So after college I will like to go to university to study illustration, for me to become a children's book illustrator.
I'm studying level 3 music and music production. My favorite things is the practice room, the studio, because it's what I want to do. Like, it's what I was striving for, like music production, and the fact that I have everything to get started. Like, I'd say, like, for pro musicians to to start building up your career. It's a small taste of what it is to be out there. that's what you're striving for, that's what you're looking for, you should definitely do it. I'd say that to everyone.
I'm studying level 3 music. On the music course, I've learned how to mix songs together, how to play the drums, just how to use stuff in the recording studio, and just how to work better in a group. Teachers, they understand you and they treat you like adults, so they'll never knock you down if you can't do something. The facilities are very good. They kind of make you feel like you're already in a recording studio. They make you feel very grown up because you don't get stuff like the stuff we have here at primary schools and secondary schools. If you've got a passion in music and you want to in the future be a musician, to definitely try this course. In the future, I want to be a songwriter and singer. It's my passion. Like, there's nothing else I want to do.
So that's some of the current students there, Andy. But give us a flavour about what some of the past students from Telford College have gone on to do to make their fame, fortune or notoriety.
Yeah, we have a lot of students who, when they immediately leave us, will go into higher education. So one of the common misconceptions with studying a vocational subject like ours is that the route is mainly into employment and not into higher education. Whereas actually last year, 2/3 of our students that left who had completed their level 3 went on to university or a gap year before HE as well. And that's not just local, that's nationally. So, down in London, Leeds, Liverpool, Manchester, we had some music students going off to Liverpool Institute of Performing Arts. We've had students also go off to Leeds College of Music and things like that. And then we've had other students who've gone on and studied art in London. We've had students studying media in Manchester and closer to home as well. In terms of employment, we see students go off and in our industry, working in a variety of different things is really common. Going into one job you can do, but also doing multiple jobs alongside each other is quite common within this industry. And we've been recently celebrating some of the work of our alumni, our former students in music who've gone on and worked on music festivals. They've been in bands that have had top 10 albums. They've been involved in recording and production of music. We've had others that have set up music venues, some that are musical directors and teachers. And in art and design, we've had students that have set up their own design businesses. They've worked in the fashion and textiles industry. And in creative media, we've got students that go off locally and again nationally, running their own video production companies, students going into marketing and advertising as well. So yeah, a real variety of things within our area. And I think one of the things that enables our students to go on to higher education and go on to employment is the high grades that we achieve in our area as well. Our students are achieving distinctions and distinction star grades as part of their level 3 courses, which is enabling them to get into some of the top universities and also make them stand out, as well as the experience that we've already talked about on the CVs. Getting the higher grades on those qualifications is really important too.
So the world literally from this creative area is there's so many different directions they can choose to go, and they might change their mind about which one they want midway through their studies, presumably. Yeah,
and I think quite often, we look at students who might come to us and say you're studying creative media, and you think, right, I'm quite interested in video editing, and actually we'll develop those skills, but learn about the world of marketing and advertising, and go on and specialise in those areas, and go into employment through that. So coming with an interest in that particular subject area could lead into a career in a variety of different areas related to that.
Brilliant. Andy, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.